Hey Lilies! Happy Valentine's Day! I know it was yesterday, but I needed an extra day to finish the video because I got sidetracked with music projects earlier in the week. It did give me a bit more time to think about what I actually wanted to say, because Valentine's Day is kind of strange when you look into it. It started as a Roman fertility festival called Lupercalia, which lasted about 3 days in mid-February, and it was focused on purification, health, and fertility, not romance. Later, it became associated with Saint Valentine, who may or may not have secretly performed wedding ceremonies, helping people marry when it was not allowed under Roman rule, and was executed on February 14th. There is also a story that before he died, he sent a letter signed, "From your Valentine," which is where that phrase may have come from. Much later, in the time of Chaucer, Valentine's Day was still mainly a religious feast day, not a romantic holiday in the way we think of it now. But Chaucer introduces this idea that it is the day where birds choose their mates. There is a line from him: "For this was on Saint Valentine's Day, when every bird comes there his mate to take." It comes from a poem called Parliament of Fowls, where birds gather on that day to choose partners. So the idea of Valentine's Day being about romance is, in a real sense, something poetry helped create. Which is interesting, because it means the way we think about love on this day is not inevitable, but shaped. So instead of just accepting that, I have been thinking more about what love actually is, or whether there even is a single way it is supposed to be. That is where Aristotle becomes relevant, not because it is Valentine's Day, but because he is one of the people who tries to answer that question directly. I have been rereading the Nicomachean Ethics, specifically aloud, in preparation for a series I want to make. I do not agree with everything in it. I'm approaching it as something historically and philosophically important, taking what is useful, questioning what is not, and thinking through it carefully. It is similar to how someone might read the Bible without being religious. It is not about treating it as a perfect guide, but about engaging with the ideas. One idea I do find compelling is how Aristotle talks about love, or friendship, philia. It is not dramatic or performative. It is more like a pattern of behaviour, consistently wanting what is good for someone else. That feels quite different from what Valentine's Day usually focuses on, which is gifts, gestures, and providing something within a single day. That is not necessarily wrong, but it is not the whole picture. If love is something you practice rather than something you display, then it does not depend on whether you are in a relationship. If you are single, you are not excluded from the concept of love, you are just not participating in one particular form of it. Love is not limited to romantic relationships. It shows up in friendships, in care, in attention, and in the way you treat people over time. And if Aristotle is right, it is less about finding the right person, and more about becoming the kind of person who consistently wants what is good for others. I think that can go even further. Not just the people close to you, but people you do not know at all. Trying to make choices that use your time and resources in a way that is compassionate, fair, and honest. Thinking about the wider world and how your actions contribute to it, even in small ways. That is something you can practice regardless. That's just what I've been thinking about for the last few days. Now time for some Bedwars. Hey Lilies! Welcome back to my favourite map once again. You'd think I'd get bored of it when I literally vote for it every single game that I can, but it's just so perfect. I will never get bored of this map. Yeah, I've only played one game so far today, and that was just a minute ago. Because I was trying to record this video, but oh my god, OBS screwed up, and I've lost the recording, which is unfortunate. That game went much better than this. I think I got 4 final kills and I won. And this game is off to a very poopy start. Censoring myself just in case. Just in case of what, you may ask? I don't know. I've heard YouTube doesn't like big and naughty words. Oh god. Oh, frick. Okay, we're alive. I never doubted. Let's go for emeralds. That's what I would normally do in fairness. Either that or rush. They're sort of the 2 opening strategies that I alternate between. It's a shame because I was talking about some interesting things. I think I was happy with how the commentary was going, but now it's not organic for me to talk about the same things. It came up naturally before, and now I'd have to force it. So I was talking about like how interesting it is listening to your own voice back after you record it. Oh god. Let's. I mean, depending who you are, it can definitely be quite uncomfortable if you're someone that experiences, you know, dysphoria and whatever, as I often do, but it can also be so interesting and elucidating to listen to your own voice. Find out exactly how much you hesitate or how much you know, hedge. Like I just did. Like I just said, you know, those filler words, those hedge words, whatever you want to call them. Iron armor? Oh. Thought we were gonna get iron armor. 1 gold though. I think I'd encourage everyone to listen to their own voice as long as it's not too uncomfortable for them. Yes, I did just go for a bow instead. I mean, in fairness, I think that's going to pay off. I'm going to be able to get iron armor anyway. No. Okay. But I think the armor gap... I mean, there's none here. I have better armor. But the armor gap between somebody with iron and somebody with chain and a jet booster is so small. I honestly think in most games you're fine just sticking with chain. If the game starts to drag on and, you know, inevitably the final player has diamond when you get to their base, diamond armor I mean, then it's perhaps more crucial that you get something better. But I remember learning how the armor actually worked a while ago because I was interested. Me and a friend found out. So I think this is how it works. Each half an armor bar, like just above your hotbar, is equal to 4% damage resistance. Oh no, not enchantment. I forgot to vote. Oopsie. And that can add up to a maximum of 80% damage resistance, like diamond armor and netherite armor. Netherite armor doesn't actually have better damage resistance, it's just got higher durability and, you know, obviously added benefits of knockback resistance and whatever. But I actually forgot to vote again. It just happened to be one of my preferred maps. That's so funny. I can't commentate. Oh my god. lost the train of thought twice now. I know we're talking about damage resistance and we're talking about armor. I just keep forgetting what the point is or where I'm up to. I think... Excuse me? Did I accidentally misclick on something? So glad the first rush isn't here to absolutely embarrass me. That's a shocking start. But yeah, that means that the damage resistance between someone with a chain armor and a jet booster and somebody with full iron is only 8% damage resistance. I mean, that's a really small gap. Okay, we're gonna rush yellow because they have emeralds. So they will be a threat. They're probably going to get back to their base island before me. We shall soon see. Oh god. It's going to be close. I know, likey. Oh no! I wanted those emeralds. Oh, so selfish. Noobs are so selfish. I shouldn't be calling them noobs though, frankly. I'm probably only... if we say a noob, like... that guy was like D tier or something. Or low C tier. Obviously not his first time ever picking up a controller or like booting up the game or whatever. But you know, he wasn't great. And then I would say I'm probably like IB tier or something. I'm kind of like a moderate sweat. Like, you could call me a sweat, it's sort of true, but also not really. I mean, I'm grinding to max level. I've done that with most game modes on the server. Like, I don't really go for leaderboards generally, except occasionally. I've been high up before in Bedwars. Block Party I was once 2, I think. Block Party is one of my favourite game modes. Oh, I can just ramble. I can just talk and talk, and I completely lose track of where I was before. It's probably absolutely exhausting to listen to if you're actually paying attention. It's probably only enjoyable if you've just got it on in the background and you're sort of chilling, you know, relaxing. Let's just play one more round. I'm playing late enough that I kind of assumed there'd be some sweats on. But I've won twice. Let's see if we can win a third time. 3 wins is a good video, I'd say. That was pretty clean. Not really sure what that guy's doing. In fact, I might just go to mid before rushing him, because I can do this. Okay. So I'm not too worried about him breaking the bed very soon. And I think I can get 8 emeralds here. Oh, I'm so glad I did. There's a guy here, and he'd get the emeralds if I didn't come in. Let's go. Oh, frick. Is someone else here? You are kidding. No. Okay. Nice. What? Oh, I'm being rushed. Okay, fine. I'll just rush him. Oh, do I have enough blocks? Oh, I might not. Yes, I do. Let's go. Let's go. Why am I celebrating? It's too early to be celebrating. No, it's not. I got this. Okay. Are there any beds left? Oh yeah, several. What am I talking about? It's still fairly early in the game. Oh wait, that was not a sword. Why am I punching him with a fist? Can't believe that worked. I think I've pulled off 2 successful block clutches in videos now. That's funny. Oh, premature. Almost got me there. Okay. Oh, orange is being annoying. Okay. That's fine. Starting to warm up just a little now. Which is funny, because this is the last game of the video. I'm only just starting to get mildly warmed up. Where's the last guy? Where are you? There you are. In the intro, I mentioned a line from Chaucer. To end this video, I'm going to read a short extract from his poem, Parliament of Fowls. If you want to hear my full reading, there's a link in the description. Hope you enjoy. For this was on St. Valentine's Day, when every fowl comes there his mate to take, of every species that men know, I say, and then so huge a crowd did they make, that earth and sea and tree and every lake was so full that there was scarcely space for me to stand, so full was all the place. And as Elaine, in his complaint of nature, describes her array and paints her face, in such array might men there find her. So this noble empress, full of grace, bade every fowl to take its proper place, as they were wont to do from year to year, on St. Valentine's Day, standing there. That is to say, the birds of prey on high were perched, then small fowls without fail, that eat, as nature does them so incline, worms, or things of which I'll tell no tale. And waterfowl sat lowest in the dale, but fowl that live on seeds sat on the green, so many there it was a wondrous scene. Thanks for watching, hope you have a great day. Mwah.